Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to create surveys in preferred alerts. So if you go ahead and click on surveys, you can see here that we have created for you two survey templates, one for the host feedback and another one for subscriber feedback. So these templates here provide a structured format you can follow and also give you the possibility to create new surveys. So you can duplicate a template, edit it as needed, or even create entirely new questions by deleting the existing one. So for example, if you want to create a new survey for your subscribers, you can click on subscriber feedback form and simply duplicate the survey by going to action and click on duplicate. So this will generate a new survey with the same questions, which you can modify or remove as needed. You also have the option to add new questions to customize the survey further. So the first thing that we want to change is the survey title. So you can just change it to subscriber, for example, survey test. Here we have the responsible, which is the person who created the survey. Basically, it's the connected one. And here we have the organization, which is your university. And here we have the questions. So we have sections, add the questions. So we can, for example, entirely remove a question, but just sending it to trash here. Or we can edit a question by just clicking on it. For example, this one. We can add something to the question. We can change the question type. So here we have multiple types here. So for example, this one has multiple choice, only one answer. We can change it to multiple answers allowed and even add some choices as answers, something here. So this is for editing. We can also create a new question and the new sections too. So sections here is just to organize your survey. So this one is about you, about preferred alerts. We can add here something like about the university. So here we can add a new question. So it's the same structure. Here we have the question. We can just say this question 1. And here we have the question types. And you can see that the answers are changing based on the question type. So here, for example, we have multiple choice, only one answer. So the answers are choices. So here we have choice 1 and choice 2. Choice 2. And you can, of course, add images if you want on top of that. So you can have the choice, the answer with image if you want. So multiple choice, basically it's the same. So multiple line text box, you won't have here a tab with answers because it's just a text line. And here you can see how it's going to be displayed in your survey. So for example, it will be just an empty field that your subscriber will fill with that text. So here, for example, we have single line text box, and we use that basically when we need an email from the subscriber or the person who's going to take the survey. So for example, input must be an email. If I check this one, so basically it will have a format, the email format to be respected from your subscriber. If the text is not an email format, it will just throw an error. And also we have some numerical value. This is how it's going to display, and extra a lot of question type. So let's get back to the multiple choice, only one answer. So here we have our answers, and here we have a description. So you can add a description to just describe your question, for example. And here we have some options. So here, for example, if the answer is mandatory, you can just go ahead and check this one. So, and this is like an error message that we're going to throw if the subscriber didn't answer the question. So you can choose any text. Here we have a simple one. This question requires an answer. You can, of course, customize your error message. If the answer is optional, you can just go ahead and uncheck the mandatory answer. So here we can add even a comment field here. So like if other, please specify. So let's just do it. Please specify and you can consider this comment as answer if you want. Here also we have some conditional display. So the conditional display here is a feature that allows a question to remain hidden until a specific condition is met. So this condition is based on a triggering question and a triggering answer. So the question will only appear if the subscriber selects the predefined triggering answer. Otherwise, it remains hidden, and this helps create a more dynamic and streamlined survey experience by showing relevant questions only when necessary. So let's suppose this is a conditional display. If I check it, so the triggering answer will be, have you graduated, for example? If yes, I will show this question. If no, it will remain hidden. And here, this is like for live session, which what we don't need is for now. So we can save and close, and we need to save the survey. So once saved, here we have the options. So if I click on the options, you can see here the pagination. So we can add 1 page per section. If you remember that we added sections, so we have 3 sections, we can display like 1 page per section, 1 page per question, or 1 page with all the questions. For me, I will just choose the third one just to show you the conditional display for the last answer that we added. Here we have displaying the progress. We can have the percentage or number of question left. Here we have the question selection, all the question, or randomized per section. We prefer to select this one, all the questions. Here the back button, if you want to allow your subscriber to get back to the previous answer and answer it or change it or anything. If you don't want to allow them, you just go ahead and uncheck it. So here we have time and scoring. Of course, we don't have any scoring, so I don't think this is relevant for anyone. So we can just go ahead and select no scoring. If you want to put some scoring, you can go ahead and choose scoring with answer, scoring without answer, and require score. Here we have the participants, so anyone with the link. It's require a login, so because the subscriber has to have an account in Preferred Alerts. And here you can give him some limit attempts to take the survey. So here basically we have 1 attempt. So let's go ahead and see the description. So here you can add some description to your survey. This will be displayed at the beginning of the survey here. So please complete the short survey. You can of course customize text. And here we have the end message. You can just thank the subscriber for taking the survey. And now if you want to test your survey, you can just go ahead and click on test. This will create a new page here. And this is just a test. So you can see here that we have the description. You can see this description here is displayed here. And we can start the survey. So you can see here that we displayed all the questions because we choose the option of the pagination is 1 page with all the questions. And you can see that about the university, the question that we added is hidden since we didn't answer have you graduated but yes. So if I go ahead and click on yes, it should actually display the question because it was a conditional display. And also, if you remember, for the question here, if we go to the option, we showed some comment field. So you can see here that the comment is here show. So this is like the conditional display that I wanted to show you. If you want it to be like a normal question, you just go ahead and uncheck the conditional display. So here we have, okay, we have the questions. Let's go ahead. I think you can see that's the mandatory fields. We have this little star here that shows that it's mandatory. So this is like a number field. So let's just go whatever. I'm just selecting whatever it is here just to show you. This is like optional fields, and this is our I can submit. So you can see here that we have thank you very much for your feedback, and this is basically the end message here. And we can of course retry if you want. So basically this is how we create surveys. We can share them. So if you click on share, you will have the survey URL. You can copy it and insert it in your emails, but I will show you in the upcoming videos how to insert a survey link in the marketing email. So we will create an email and insert this link and send it to all our subscribers to take it. And that's it. Thank you.